I have a theory that there are 3 traits that define a great new artist. Number 1 is emotional intelligence, whether that is the heart-wrenching ballads or euphoric dance tracks. How are you able to pull out those feelings of the listener? Number 2 is cultural awareness. Do you have your fingers on the pulse of people and how they are feeling? Studying media and culture to understand the problems and experiences of other people and how you speak to those things through your own music. Last is world building. A great artist to me is so much more than just a song. It's the visuals, the music videos, and the performances that make people understand who belongs in that world and why they are in it. And when you look at the great artists of our generation, you can clearly define how they implement each of these things. However, this is something that new artists have to work twice as hard to achieve when they haven't had years worth of albums and tours and music videos to define that artistry. But our guest today is no stranger to using these tools to grow as an incredible artist. With only 2 EPs, she's amassed over 500 million streams. And while you may know Natalie Jane from songs like Ava,
Who the f*** is Ava? Is she the other girl?
or Seven,
Was it ever really love if the night that we broke up both went out to go hook up?
her debut album, The World I Didn't Want, goes so much deeper with vocals that carry such raw emotion. You feel every single word. Natalie Jane, welcome to Nikki at Night.
Hi. What an intro.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure to have you, June.
Wait, I'm so happy to be here. This room's so cute.
Yeah, and I thought you would be like really the perfect one to talk about this sort of topic with and like these foundations of artistry, because I think like even like when I discovered your music, that was like something that really stood out to me. Like this way you are able, one, I think you're like one of the best artists I've seen that like using the internet, and I think is so cool and something I would love to like explore with you. But also I think like the way you have tapped into these feelings of things we all experience, but through your own stories and you know, things like Intrusive Thoughts and Ava and stuff like us we'll discuss. But like, I love how you're very good at like, this is my experience and my thing, but I think it feels like, oh, I've been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. A big part of my music is just like, it sucked for me to go through it. And like, I'm sure it sucked for someone else too, but like, we get it.
And that is like the beauty of music in general.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like, I think this about this a lot randomly between like the difference of like the way I respond to music versus like movies or fashion, like any other sort of art form. Is like music is the only thing where it's really like person to person. You know, like you might think a movie or something like reflected that experience, but at the end of the day, like it is fiction, right? Like it is this character, it is this thing.
Yes.
But something about like music is so more deeply personal in a
Yeah.
beautiful way. Yeah, it's just great.
No, it's so great. I mean, yes, it could be personal, but I also, what I love about music is it still can be fiction and you still can relate so closely to the fiction.
Yeah,
Like, even if it
totally.
wasn't true for me, it could be so true for someone else.
Totally. And I also think that is like this interesting thing, you know, I remember like there's like this interesting thing. I think it was a video I saw where people talk so much about like authenticity on the internet, you know, but I'm like, I actually think people just love like great fiction, you know?
Like,
I'm like,
just give me a good story.
yeah, like is Lady Gaga wearing a meat dress to the VMAs authentic? Like, no, it's performative, but
Yeah.
like it's iconic. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yes.
exciting, it's fantasy. Like those are things that are so pulling to a person. And I also think like just because something has that element of like extremism or performance to it doesn't make it not real. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I think that's like another weird thing. Like people think this, like if you're not having this perfectly like authentic, exactly this thing happened to me in this way, that means it's like fake. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, like I
It's
think
like,
that's
no, I'm not a liar. I'm just like telling a story.
yeah, no, literally. And that's like part of what artistry is, I think too, you know, like it's supposed to be applicable to a stranger. And like part of doing that is like presenting it in a way that is conceptual so that people internalize it like in whatever way is like most interesting to themselves.
That was a really good way to say it.
Thanks. And like something with that too, you know, I think of like thinking about your song specifically, a place where I really want is like or we really want to start is the song Intrusive Thoughts. Because when I think about sort of this like cornerstones of like emotional intelligence, I think is like this idea of introspection, right? This idea of like looking at yourself objectively and not being afraid to say good and bad things about it. And I think that is what was so pulling to me about that song. You know, you're like, what if I fuck it all up?
Yeah.
And like we fuck up often.
Very often. Very often.
And like I think that is like, again, real and raw and like cool. So like I'm very interested, you know, like where were you? What stemmed Intrusive Thoughts?
Intrusive Thoughts. For me, honestly, Intrusive Thoughts, the biggest thing is about the vocal performance. Because
Really?
I feel like, yes, the lyrics are so intense and so deep and the writers were so incredible. But like, I feel like singing that song, like I turned the lights off. Like I really made it a mood because it's so deep and it's so emotional and you just want to harness everything you got to put into the performance because you can just like say words or you can like
yell.
Say words.
You can say words.
And like I feel like when you listen to it, that song, you can like really feel it almost.
Totally.
Which you can't say for every single song that I have, I think.
I mean, like the way I interpreted it, exactly what you're talking about with like the vocal performance is like, it's almost like my inner conscious screaming at me.
Yeah, no, I'm literally screaming, but like on key, so it's fine. But what I love about it too is like when people scream it back to you. It's like kind of like validation. It's like I was going through it when I was singing the song, and like you're going through it too, and like I see that, and like I think people are always like, your song was therapy for me. I'm like, babe, you singing it is therapy for me. You're validating my feelings too.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
But I think that's also like the beauty of like performing in general, you know, or just like even like going to a live music show, like as a fan is.
I get, every time I go to a live performance, I get so emotional.
Really?
I just think it's so cool that like, I felt it the most at an Olivia Rodrigo concert. It was for the Guts World Tour.
Yeah.
And the third song was Traitor. And it was insane how much louder the room got. And it was every single person in this arena was screaming their heart out. And I just like instantly started crying. Because it's so beautiful that everyone in this room, whether you felt it or not, they're all like
You've been
here
there.
for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's exactly what you said, like healing, you know,
Yeah.
to this idea of like, you know, you and I are completely different people who have never met, and this person sitting next to you on a concert is a complete stranger, but like that idea of like, I've been through something like this and you've been through something like this, and we're just gonna like feel together collectively in this exact moment in person. Also, I think just in general, like having those like in-person experiences is so rare these days that like, that's again, it's just the beauty of music.
A room full of love is what I like to, how I like to describe it.
I love that.
Because everyone that's in that room, it's not like concerts for your favorite artist are often. So it's like people go out of their way months in advance planning to all be there that night. And that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Something I was also thinking about with this new album, I'd love to start with just like the title.
Yeah.
The World I Didn't Want. Why did you feel The World I Didn't Want was like the right title to summarize this body of work?
Okay. So this album is, the way I like to describe it, like the story behind it, it's me escaping the suburbs, me escaping the world I've known my whole life, because that's a world I didn't want. This is me on my journey, getting outside of my comfort zone and like trying new things and like escaping what I've known, going towards something, towards the unknown, essentially. And I'm escaping the world I didn't want because I grew up in New Jersey and now I live in Los Angeles. I moved when I was 18. And it's not just representative of the physical places, but it's also just representative of, I don't know, obviously relationships. It's like I'm leaving this relationship I didn't want. I'm leaving everything behind and I'm going headfirst into the unknown, and it's super scary, but it needs to be done.
No, I very much like empathize with that experience. I'm from Virginia, and I moved to California like the same as you in pursuit of doing something so much different from the lifestyle that surrounded me growing up. and how that was not the life that I didn't want. That was the life I didn't want either. And it's interesting too, I think, as you age too, like you start to see people who were once upon a time in the same place as you, whether that's like you went to school together or you were friends, you met, whatever, and how much your lives have diverged. And it sometimes is like also reaffirming to me that I'm like, I like the path that I chose, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of it, of also like going home even.
Yeah. I think just like your biggest dreams are dreams because they're so scary to like take a step towards.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like it's not easy to become who you want to be. You really have to like work at it. And like doing that work is the scary part.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Yeah. And it's like to pursue life as an artist is like almost crazy. You know what I mean? In a beautiful way. Crazy. Like it is like, you know, you have to have this belief in your own self-expression and that is going to resonate with people. And I think that's also like why those moments you're talking about like on stage or like performing are so reaffirming as a person. Cause you're like, this is the life I want, you know?
Yeah. I think it's also performing. It's not just about like, this is so cool, we're all here together. It's also like, I see you, like, I've been there. Don't worry. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's also like when I was a bit of a spoiler, listening to the album, I picked up on this line in the song Gone that says, guess I never know what I want until it's gone. Given her the world I didn't want.
Yeah. Guess I never know what's good until it's gone, until you're giving her the world I didn't want.
Yeah.
That song is the first time I cried while writing a song.
Really?
Yes. Especially in like the verses. It was actually about a hypothetical. This whole song is about a hypothetical. It's about like I'm with a person and I'm just thinking about the day we break up. And I'm thinking about like, what if I break up because like this isn't what I want, and then I see you with someone else? I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Like, am I allowed to curse on this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, we're fucked. Like, I gave up the best thing in my life, and now you're gone. Like, I didn't know that. And the craziest part about the song is it's all hypothetical, and I got so sad over it. And I'm like, I can't even imagine the day the breakup actually comes. I'll be like, so distraught. Yeah.
But I mean, again, I think that's normal. That's an intrusive thought.
Yeah.
But like, I love this idea of, you know, like giving her the world I didn't want.
Yeah.
And like, I have been there even in relationships myself where I feel like, you know, like it ended and you're confident in that decision, whenever that was. But like, there's always this like remorse and this what if, and the grass is always greener on the other side. You know what I mean? Or like, no matter what decision you make in life, I feel
you
like
will
sometimes
never know the correct answer, and that's so scary.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're always wanting the other thing.
Yeah. You always want what you don't have.
Yeah, and I love that song explored that feeling. You know what I mean? Of like just gone. Like not the sense that I really wanted it to begin with, but now that it's gone, how does that make me feel?
Yeah. And like the verse is like, thought I'd want to be alone till the first night that you didn't show up. Thought I'd want to go kiss new lips, but oh, I miss the old ones. And
Yeah.
It's like it's gone, and now I want it more.
I know, and it's human too. I think like also like a very like humanizing song is what's cool about it.
But what I love about that song is like it's for the people who lost what they love and now they want it back, but it's also like it made me love the person more that I was with.
Aw.
Because it's like I need to hold on to this. Like I need you.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, girl. Hold on. Yeah. That's
like,
so funny.
It.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
In a much different sonic direction, let's talk about Fallin.
I've been falling for a boy who's falling for a girl.
That was the song that I was like in the car. When I was listening to that song, I was like, oh yeah. Oh, like you got me moving.
Thank you. That's the point. So mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Okay, here's the thing about me. I get so hyper fixated. Like I'll buy a shirt, wear it every day for a month, and then never wear it again. Same thing, like I'll rearrange my room like once a month. And I feel like I'm the same with music. And I get so hyper fixated on something. And then I don't necessarily move on, but like I want to hear something new. And that's why I think this project has like a whole bunch of different, like we have dance songs, we have ballads, we have like fuck you songs, we have I'm gonna lock myself in a room and cry songs.
Yeah.
And I think me personally, that's what I want to hear, because I'm making music, yes, that I think the fans will love, but like I'm not gonna make music that I hate. Like I'm gonna make music that I love, and what I love is to hyperfixate on something and move on to something else and then go back.
And like to be multifaceted as human. Like we have different things, we feel different ways.
Yeah.
And I think it's like very difficult to sort of display every emotion within one's body or every idea for a song within one's mind by adhering to one specific style and one specific thing. And I actually think that range was very satisfying to me. You know what I mean? And what's cool about it too is like the meaning of the song, I think like the themes of it are very cohesive, right? It is, you know, it like sonically it captures this feeling of like dancing with tears in your eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's
like,
about,
I'm pissed, but I can have fun while I'm being pissed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like, and also I think that's beautiful, because I think a lot of the times, like at least me, when I crave that idea of like, you know, wanting to go out or something, it's because I want that release. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's like a big theme of this album is like escapism and like escaping the world you didn't want, escaping like yourself, and just like accepting the fact that you're feeling these emotions and like letting go, at least for the duration of the song. Yeah. So you can escape and then go back to reality.
Totally. And that's, I think, exactly what you were saying. Like it was so fun to experience. And like in my head, I was like, oh, I'm feeling myself at the club, like with the song and yeah, exactly. You know, Fallin for that stranger I saw from across the room, but then they start kissing somebody else, and
I'm like, oh, come on, me, I'm right
I just
here.
need one, bro. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And people are in my comments like, babe, he doesn't want you. I'm like, yeah, I know, that's the point of the song. I know.
Yeah, exactly. But that's really what like I think what I found most satisfying about it.
Thank you. I love that melody too, because I remember I was in Miami and I went to a Pilates class. I didn't have a car there because I was in Miami. I don't live in Miami. We Ubered to this Pilates class. We walk in. I never signed up. My bad. I thought I did. I didn't. So my two friends did the Pilates class. I sat outside for an hour, and then I thought of the melody for Fallin. And then on the Uber back, I took a video and I showed them. And I'm not going to show you. I look so horrific and gross. But thank God I missed my Pilates class, because now Fallin exists.
That's beautiful. And I love when like the universe works like that.
Oh, so many like weird stories like that for this album.
Really?
Yeah, like How You Been, the lead single, was written in a hurricane, and we were in Miami, and the hurricane was coming, and my mom was like calling me probably 12 times in an hour, and she was like, you have to get out of the state, and like freaking out. And I was like, no, Mom, it's okay. And I'm like, if she was just like a little more persuasive, because she's super persuasive, How You Been wouldn't exist.
See, that's like beautiful.
Yeah,
I would love to talk about How You Been. That's another one of the ones I wanted to talk about. Like, one I loved. Like, I like you've always had this sort of like dark electropop fusion, but this one felt like a little rock in there.
Yeah,
which I really loved. In the sort of like pre-chorus and like build up to the chorus, there's a lot of dead space. Like it gets slow before it gets like big with that sort of, you know, like electric guitar and the rock like sort of influence that I'm talking about. And I think that is like such an underrated tactic, like for artists, of like sometimes when you have a part of the song that has less in it, it makes the part after it that has more in it feel like bigger. Yeah. And I think that's what like really struck me about that song listening it to the first time. You know, it's like driving that emotion.
It's also like so jarring, because I feel like that chorus is so aggressive, because that's just like that's the emotion I was feeling. Yeah. Like in the moment I was like, oh, I'm like so angry and like miserable. And I just I'm a firm believer in like the build and like then the relief of like the big part. That's so important to me. And that song just like I feel represented that perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. And I love like even, you know, like I think of other pop songs that have done that really well. Like, you know, like a Happier Than Ever or like a Vampire by like an Olivia Rodrigo. You know what I mean? Like it's it is using that dead space
Yeah.
to make the payoff like juicier.
Also, I love dead space in songs because like there's nothing to distract you from the lyrics. And
Totally.
you can just like think about what I just said rather than focusing on like, oh, that piano is cool or like that sound is cool. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, she just said whatever she said. I don't know. What do I say?
I mean, I think there's like there's like a beauty to like minimalism
Yeah.
and simplicity, exactly in what you're saying, right? It's like the more that's going on, the more there is to pay attention to. But when you want them like just this line or like just the emotion in my voice for this second,
Yeah.
like I want you to hold that
like,
for a
focus.
minute. Yeah. Yeah. And focus. And I think that is something you've done a lot of your songs, but like I really felt it with that one in a cool way.
Thank you.
Then talking about really like, this idea that I discussed earlier about like writing songs that I think like really encapsulate the feelings that other people have in like culture and in the world in a given moment is really what Girls Will Be Girls, I think, was like for this album. So first I'd love to ask, like, what does Girls Will Be Girls mean to you?
Well, we went into the Girls Will Be Girls session, actually. I wanted to write a song about me being so jealous of a girl. And
Interesting.
there's this specific girl that I was like, how she looks, her career, there's just like, and I was like so hyper fixated on it.
Yeah.
And then it kind of evolved because I was like, girls will be girls and they will be jealous. And then I'm like, wait, it kind of shifted. And it was like, every girl has this feeling probably towards another girl. And then it's like, girl, it's not just jealousy. Girls will be girls. Like, girls go through so much that is unexplainable to, I don't know, I guess guys. But it's my most empowering song, I think, on this album. And it's the first time I truly felt like, wow, this song really means something. Like, I feel like my other music has meant something, but this one feels like it has importance to it.
I mean, I think I love that it explores this idea of girlhood in both the positive and negative.
Yes.
Right? Like in the beginning, it's about generational trauma. Like literally, it's I learned from my mother what she learned from her mother. Sit still, look pretty, just flow with the water.
Yeah.
Right? Like that is the pressure placed on women, right?
Yes.
The girlhood in its ugly side. Yeah. But then as it transitions into the chorus, we warm up a bit. It's girls will be girls, hold the weight of the world behind a painted smile, saying, oh, I'm fine. And girls will be there. Hold your hand when you can't get out of bed sometimes.
Yeah.
Like that's the beauty of girlhood, right? It's like
we all know what each other goes through, and therefore we will always be there for each other. And like, they say you bond like through struggle.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this song, it just makes me want, I don't know, like hug my best friend because I'm thankful for her. That's like what verse 2 is about. But the chorus, girls will be girls, hold the weight of the world behind a painted smile, saying, oh, I'm fine. I really was inspired by the Barbie movie, actually.
Really?
When Homegirl gives her whole speech at the end and like everyone is like mesmerized in the theaters with their jaws on the floor. And she's like, you can't talk too much and you can't do this and that. And there's so much pressure from everyone yelling at you. There's so much pressure to be exactly what you need to be. And you just have to like go with it and be okay with it and smile.
Yeah. And if you get mad about it, then you're wrong or
if you get mad, you're like bitchy or like if you're too nice, then you're like trying too
soft.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's also like what I love in verse 2 when you say, you knew what to say. You've been here before. You've seen all the pain that he would ignore.
Yeah.
It's like the importance of that female friendship is the empathy, right? Like it's exactly what you described as something I will never feel. And it's something I try to be there with my girlfriends and my girls for, you know what I mean? But like, that is like why female friendships are so important.
Yeah.
Is because like, that's what it is, this ability to feel the thing that exactly what you're describing.
Yeah. And I don't know, I get a lot of like angry dudes in the comment. They're like, we struggle too. I'm like, no, I know, but this song's not for you. Like, it's okay.
Totally.
It's okay.
Totally. That's like another weird thing about the internet is like everybody takes it like very like me. And it's like, hey, like this This is a song called Girls Will Be Girls. And if
Yeah.
you're not a girl, it's not for you, and that's okay.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. You can have your moment.
You can have your moment.
But
You can
it's
find
not
another
now. It's
song.
not this one.
Yeah, no, it's not. This one's for the girls and will be girls. And, I even love just like the flipping on its head of like Boys Will Be Boys.
Yeah.
Like that was such a cool title.
Thank you. I just think it's so funny because like Boys Will Be Boys isn't really in like a serious manner. It's like boys will be boys and like, I don't know, never clean their toilet seat or something.
Yeah,
like,
it's using to excuse ridiculous behavior.
Yeah, and the Girls Will Be Girls is like, we're there for each other.
Yeah.
We're like this.
Yeah, and something I literally was like talking about this in an episode I think 2 weeks ago was just like how much I think in general like female friendships are much deeper than male friendships are on average. With like the way they communicate with one another and this directness, and I also think that's where some of the emotional turmoil comes from, like where that goes up, it can also go down. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And when with your friends, with your girls, but that's what makes it beautiful.
Yeah. I don't hate men. Just
She doesn't hate men.
like
Live reporting. Natalie Jane does not hate men.
love you guys so much.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Just trying to get it out
Yeah,
there.
no, I get it. Like I would also like really, love to like something you do with your songs I think is very interesting again is like using these stories to talk about experiences that I feel like is reflected in the listener. Mm-hmm. Like that was really what I loved about Ava was that like, I don't know who Ava is, but everyone has had their own Ava.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying?
They have their own Ava.
Yeah.
They have their Stacy. They have their Rebecca.
Exactly.
No shade,
Stacey's
Stacey
mom.
and Rebecca.
Just
Yeah.
kidding. But like, like I think that was also like a really cool exploration of self, but it's like kind of the point of it is not to be about you, right? Like the point of it is to be like, we all know an Ava and what that feels to like be with that thing. And you don't know if you should be mad at it. If you don't like, I don't know. I thought that was really cool.
My favorite activity at shows is like asking, is anyone's name Ava? I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna I was like really trying for my last tour to give all Avas like 10% off merch because
That's so funny.
Because like, sorry, I bashed you.
You gotta like
But, like, here you
reconcile.
go. Like,
you gotta reconcile somehow. Yeah.
Don't be mad at me.
No, that's so funny. That's supposed to be your next version of like role model Sally. You're bringing up different Avas,
Wait,
but you're
I
yelling
love
at them.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay. I think they like the attention too.
Exactly.
Like if there was a who the fuck is Natalie, I'd walk in a room and be like, who the fuck is Natalie?
Me.
She's
Boom.
here.
Kicks
She's
the
here.
door down. Yeah.
Yes.
I like that. That's a dramatic entrance. That could be an entrance.
That could be an
Stage
entrance.
entrance. We're writing that down. We're writing that down for tour. Speaking of tour, and also just like world building and like visuals as an artist in general. Something you told me about that is so cool. It's like the posters you did for this album.
Yes. This is the first time I was able to take a step back and really establish a sonic and a visual of what I wanted this album to represent. Because I feel like in the past, I've just put out song, and they didn't really necessarily connect with each other. And I think this album, there is the cohesive storyline, there is the cohesive visual that I put so much time into. And you were saying the posters, what I did, the album cover art is me on a train.
Yeah.
Because it signifies I'm leaving the suburbs. The world I didn't want is behind me.
Yeah.
I'm going towards the unknown. And in the background, you see like these ads on the train that you would normally see, but each ad is for a different song of mine. And like, I don't know, I put a lot of detail into them. Like in the vinyl packaging, there is like a copy of all the ads.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you can like, I guess, see them. And like one of them is Rhonda's red wine because in my song Gone, I'm like, guess you never, I said, fuck, what did I say? I said, oh, fuck red wine. That ain't gonna get me over you tonight. So it's like Rhonda's red wine. Get over him tonight. And then with all these cute little ads. And then I made like a whole biography about who the fuck Rhonda is.
I love that.
And there's just a lot of cute little details in them that
No, I love it. Like I even clocked that you put like founded in 2004, which is the year that you were born.
Yes, and like made in Woodcliff Lake, New Jersey, the vineyards. I'm like, that's where I live.
Yeah. And I love stuff like that. It's very like, if you know, you know. And one of my very good friends, her name's Kalisha, she has this quote that I love. Is like, context is important, but not everybody deserves it. And one of the most beautiful things about things like that as an artist is like, that is meant for the fan who gets it. Right? Like that's meant for the one who's like,
and when you get it, you're so excited. You're like,
right,
whoa,
right, and also that's what makes it exciting, right?
Yeah.
Is that there's 10 other people who didn't get it. It's your way of communicating directly to that person in this subtle nod, and they nod back with the understanding of it that I think is so beautiful. And I also think it was like, I just love the puns that you did too, you know, like with the London's lipstick. It's like, London's lipstick attracts tall men named Ben. Under no circumstances can you wear London's lipstick on a bridge. It will fall down. Yeah. London's lipstick does not smudge on fish and chips. You know what I mean?
I made sure all of the products that I'm like advertising are, what's the thing where it's like LL and then like London's lipstick. LL.
An alliteration.
Rhonda, yes, that. All of them are an alliteration. And I was like, I like London. So then there's like a picture of London on actual lipstick. There's all the cute little details. I drew out all of them in my sketchbook. I don't know how to use like a computer. I can barely like use my phone except for like TikTok and Instagram. So like I drew out everything I wanted and we gave it to the lovely design artist.
That's so cool. And also you had told me that you've done like your own like single covers and stuff in the past.
My cover, I did the cover of Crazy, I'm Good. My first song ever, Love is the Devil. Cause like I was uploading my first song ever to DistroKid and I didn't know, I was like, oh shit, I need cover art. So I just went upstairs and took a picture of something.
That's cool though, right? Like that's so cool.
Yeah.
And that's such like an artist thing to do, right? It's just like creation. This like, you created the song, you also created the poster and they weren't even connected at the time, but also that poster, like or the cover art is like, makes sense for that song.
Yeah. And also the physical vinyl is like clear. It's like see-through.
Oh, cool.
And I just wanted that. Like everything I feel represents something, and that represents like me just being so vulnerable and honest, and like you can see like right through my thoughts. I'm telling you exactly what I'm thinking, and like that's why the vinyl is like clear.
Yeah,
I like that too.
I love that.
Also, sorry.
Please,
wait,
please.
Because this is not coming out until like after I announce my album. So the cover art and the title got leaked, and I didn't
do it.
Wait, no, I know. The way I found out was because my good friend Lauren Spencer Smith, a fan DM'd her that my thingy got leaked. And Lauren called me like 5 times, broke my do not disturb, and like woke me up so early in the morning to tell me this. And I was like, you are such a good friend.
That is real.
Thank you.
Shout out to Lauren Spencer Smith.
Literally. And Sabrina for telling Lauren.
Yeah. So like, what did you do? Did you think about changing it? Did you spiral?
No, I like spammed my label group chat. I'm like, what do we do? It's down. We're good.
It's down. We're good.
I think.
Did you that's like kind of terrifying as an artist too. Like you're part of like the whole like rollout strategy is this, you get to plan this moment. Yeah. The surprise. Did you feel like you had to like pivot because of that?
I was just like really stressed for a good chunk of time until they told me that it's down. I think it was like 24 hours. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? We put so much time into this. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Whatevs. But like, shout out Lauren. Love you.
Yeah. Seriously. Shout out. That's good friends right there.
Yeah.
A question I was going to ask just out of curiosity, like, have you ever tried or like sketch something for a music video? Like when you're thinking visually, do you ever like start sketching it out?
I sketch out a lot for merch and like stage design.
Oh, cool.
A big thing for me, this upcoming tour is going to be the first time I like tour with a guitarist. I've only used a guitar for a couple of festivals here and there.
Wow.
But I've only used drums and a lot of lighting, especially in like my European shows. They just like, they like to have fun. I'm
also I feel like your visuals are very like that. Like you love the blues and the reds and this deep saturation. It's really cool.
And I just felt like for me personally, the visual aspect of the rest of the stage was at the time, I guess, more important to me than having a guitarist on the road. But now I'm excited to have one with me.
Yeah, no, that'll be so fun. And especially for some of the songs on this album, again, like the guitar be there.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I'll sketch out the stage design. I work so closely with my merch designer for all the merch, because one thing about me, I've always wanted to have a clothing line. I thought that was
Really?
so cool. Yeah. And I wanted to do that whole thing.
Right.
But there's only so much I can do right now. So it's just kind of cool because it's like merch is like an excuse to have a clothing line almost with like limited drops. Like that's so cool. So I love taking advantage of that.
And it's beautiful that it gets to be like connected back to this thing that is yours, you know?
Yeah.
Like is symbolic of the song. And also, I feel like merch in general for music, like what's beautiful about it is like you're kind of like buying a memory.
Yeah.
You know, like even when I wear like sweatpants I got at Coachella or something, right? It's
I notice that so much. Like if I am at a concert, I will buy merch. I will not buy concert merch online, but like I'm there. I'm here right now. I need this right now.
Exactly.
Remember this right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. It's this association with like the emotional experience created that evening.
Yeah. And we started planning the merch for next year. But like we started honestly back in February for the hoodie I wear in the How You Been music video. We're gonna start selling that when we announce the album. And
that's
like
cool.
I've been like wearing that throughout the past few months. And I just think that's like another cute little thing. When they see that on the website, they're gonna be like, oh.
No, those are my favorite merch things like that. Like when it's tied to like some sort of piece of like the artist roll out themselves, or also like one of my random favorite pieces of merch that I got from an artist was for this recent Billie Eilish album. They sold like a lunchbox, like an actual tin lunchbox with like a thermos in it. And I was like, you know what I mean? Like it was just for this specific album and this specific song and this thing, like it was just perfect and fun and whimsical.
Yeah.
And it's cool because it ties back to the music. Exactly.
Yeah. But like it all tied. So the red sweatshirt that I'm talking about, there's a lyric in the last single on the album, Heart Wrencher. No, it's not. It's a Heart Wrencher, but it's called Black and White. I say red like the sweatshirt in his car I wore on the night that we watched the stars. So like that is the red sweatshirt that I wore in the How You Been video.
And it's in the poster.
Yes.
Like I see the webs. I see the mental connections coming together.
It was just so fun because we had time to plan. And it was like the longest I went between the Sick to My Stomach EP and How You Been coming out. That's the longest amount of time I took away. I took a step back from like dropping music.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me use my brain and like really think to my full capacity.
Totally. And I think that's also like what is beautiful and fun about like doing the album, right? It is this cohesion of it is there's a different process to being like, you know, I'm going to have a few songs I like and then package them together versus like, this is one story to me.
Yeah. But there are also like last minute changes that come up. Like the song, I think it's track 7, Butterfly.
That was my favorite song on the album.
Really?
Yes.
So that wasn't supposed to be on it. We added that the day, I switched it out with another song the day before the album was due.
It is my favorite song on the album.
Really?
I think that was a good move.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
I swear to God, that was like, I was literally like, that was one of my questions. I was going to ask you about the song. It's my favorite. And because I also think it's like, you're really good at transitions. And that song is when you use transitions the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one is like, you think you're in like this jazzy, bluesy, dark tavern world. And then
like
you
a
walk.
smoke across the bar and a red velvet couch.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, you get it.
I get it.
You get it. And then it's a dance song.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Surprise. But again, that's what's fun. And that's also the use of dead space we were talking about earlier. Like it makes the you're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah. I was honestly for that one, I was really inspired by Hit Me Hard and Soft because like that whole album, it's like like every next sentence everything was just so unexpected and like not out of nowhere, but like I've never heard anything like that before, and I was like, I want to try that.
It's flawless. It's flawless.
Like my favorite.
I think it's like I for sure top 5 pop albums of all time for me. Yeah. But a question I always like to end the show with is if you wanted the listeners to listen to one song off this album when it comes out, like that you really like, I really want you to sit with this one and think about it. What is that song and why?
Anyone But Myself. It is the first track on the album. That song is essentially like so much self-doubt piling up and up and up. And you get to the chorus and you're like, fuck, I just want to be anyone but myself. And you realize that thought.
Yeah.
And then there's this big drop. And that's the moment where you're like, you've acknowledged your feelings. And in this moment, you can escape yourself and you can like be anyone else. And like, you just like close your eyes and listen to it. And like, it really embodies, in my opinion, like escapism. And you just feel like you leave this universe for like half a sec. And I love that song.
And I think it's also like beautifully symbolic of like leaving the world you didn't want and going to the world that you do want.
Yeah. And I think with that song, it's not just about me and like my personal like struggles. I feel like with social media all day, every day, I see other people all posting the highlights of their life.
Yeah.
And like perception is reality. And I see this stunning girl living like her best dream, but like she is probably jealous of someone else too. Like we're all comparing ourselves to everyone. And like, I think that is why it's like one of my favorites on this album, because like I'm accepting the fact that this is how I feel. It's probably never going to change.
Yeah.
And I'm accepting that.
And that's beautiful. And again, that's raw and real. Like that's what people like from music. It's beautiful. And what a great way to start the album.
Oh, thanks. I like that. It's like, she's a ballad, but then she's also like that trancey freaking, I don't know, euphoric kind of sound.
Totally. Well, y'all, The World I Didn't Want is available for pre-save at the link in the description. Y'all know where to find it.
Yeah.
Support our girl, Natalie Jane. And it was seriously such a pleasure to have you. Like the way you think about music is so fascinating to me. I loved talking with you.